Hey guys, it's Pastor Anthony here with Daily Excellence. Just coming to give you guys a quick word of encouragement today. And today I want to talk about spiritual hunger. There's kind of this example of being invited to maybe a dinner, or maybe your wife or husband or whoever does the cooking in your home has prepared dinner, and it's time to come to the table or wherever you meet, and you get to the table and you see the food put out in front of you, but a couple things may have happened. One, maybe you're feeling sick and your appetite's just not there, so you don't feel like eating. Or maybe you had a snack too close to dinner, and so what's been presented before you doesn't look to be very appeasing. Or maybe it's just not the best selection, and so you kind of thumb your nose at it a little bit. Whatever it may be, you're just not feeling that hungry right at the moment. And the same thing could be slightly transitioned into our spiritual appetite. Sometimes we may not enjoy so much the things that the Lord does or that He presents to us, or maybe when somebody else has like a word of revelation, or they're talking about what God has done for them, or the pastor has a sermon and everybody else is kind of receiving it, but maybe you are not quite feeling what everyone else is feeling. That usually will show a sign of where your spiritual appetite is. Secular dietitians will tell us that we can develop an appetite for a certain type of food especially if we're like used to eating lots of sugary foods, unhealthy foods, things like that. But if we make the choice to discipline ourselves and kind of get away from those bad foods, the sugary foods, the snacks, the ice cream, things like that, and start eating more healthy foods, and over time, our appetite will change, and we will be more prone to have a desire to eat more healthier foods, maybe like carrots, apples, peaches, whatever, things of that nature. And the same thing is true on a spiritual sense. A lot of times our spirits can get watered down by things that we watch on TV, or music that we listen to, things that we view on the internet, conversations that we have that you probably wouldn't have on a Sunday morning in church, things like that. And so if we turn our attention away from those things and change our appetite, maybe give up that TV show, give up that website, give up being around that particular type of conversation, and dive into more of the Word of God. Change our music up a little bit, maybe listen to a little more worship music. Making those changes in our adjustments to our spiritual diet, we may see things begin to change. We may see that our appetite may not be so much on watching late night television, but our appetite will switch to, I think I'm going to do some late night reading out of the Bible. We'll see that when the Word gets presented on a Sunday morning or Wednesday night or in your home group, you'll start feeling what everyone else is feeling. You'll start feeling what the Lord wants to put in front of you. But oftentimes we don't receive that word because of the things that we're engaged in. So you can develop an appetite for the things of God by eating less, right? Things that would spoil your appetite. We're talking about spiritual appetite. So turn off your phone for a while. Spend less time in front of the television and make time to be still before God and simply read His Word. Listen to Christian music. Fill your mind with the Word of God. Surround yourself in the things of God, and watch your appetite and your spiritual condition change. Jesus said it best. He said, it is a blessed condition to have a spiritual appetite. He said, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. This is out of Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. And so today, ask the Lord to help you increase your spiritual appetite using the things that we've discussed tonight. A little less of the world, a little more of God. Spend a little less time on TikTok. Spend a little less time watching late night TV. Get away from those websites online. Get away from that music. Music is a powerful tool that the enemy loves to use to pull us away from Him. And change those things over. Make that adjustment in your life to feed upon the Word of God, to feed upon some worship, get into some prayer, and let God begin to change that appetite in you. When you do that, you'll become what the Word of God tells us. You'll start becoming seasoned in the things of Him, and eventually you won't desire those other things. You won't have an appetite for those other things, but you'll have an appetite before the Lord, and you'll start enjoying your meals once again, when they're prepared for you. And so, anyway, that's kind of the word I have for you guys today. It's a little short today, but still powerful. So, hey, thank you guys so much for taking the opportunity to be here and to listen to me today. As always, please like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and of course, remember that you may be the only Jesus that someone sees today. So please always keep a smile on your face. Bye, everyone.